Hey guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at precise interest and also custom audience. I'm going to explain the difference between these two when creating an ad. We already talked about finding people from groups using Social Lead Freak, finding people from fan pages and events, extracting all of them, putting them into a file, and then uploading that file onto Facebook in order to get the most out of the custom audience option that Facebook is offering. What I'm going to do now is go to my ads manager. You can do that either by opening your fan page and then going into ads manager or in the search box. You can just type Facebook advertising, or I think if you go at the footer of the website, you're also going to see create ad and advertise your page. These buttons are all over your Facebook pages, so you shouldn't have a problem finding one of these ad manager buttons. Once you do find one of these, go ahead and click on it. We're going to get this Ads Manager page where we can play with some options and where we can see our current campaign status. So I think I already mentioned, or my partner might have mentioned in the previous video, that the campaigns over here are actually some campaigns that we used back in 2011. As you can see, this is one of our older accounts. We're using this account in this training video just to show you how to go about starting from scratch. We don't want to scare you with our current campaigns that are doing really well. We wanted to start from scratch and show you how we would build everything if we were in your position without any previous campaigns. Just start from scratch and build from there. So that's what we want to show you in this video and throughout the rest of the course. We've got a couple of options over here that we can play with. If we go to Power Editor, we're going to see that we already did some changes over here. We can go to audiences where we already created a couple of audiences. What I'm going to do now is actually upload a couple more. Actually, we need to go to create audience and then custom audience and create another one. I've set up another list related to paleo diet. So I'm going to go ahead and just type paleo diet, and then the description would be paleo diet weight loss or something like that. Then we'd need to select the file. I'm going to see if I can just pick up this file from my folder and just drop it over here, and I can. Awesome. So these are UIDs. You can see here, Facebook user IDs must be provided in plain text, numeric characters only. So these are those Facebook numbers that you extracted. You can also type in emails or phone numbers or app user IDs. We did show you how to create emails and UIDs using Social Lead Freak in one of the past videos. Now, the file that we have contains a bunch of UIDs, so we're going to go with that and just click Create. All right, so we've got about 200 of them, I believe. As you can see, it does take up to an hour for this to be available for targeting, but luckily we already have one that's been approved and it's ready. Actually, nobody needs to approve it. It just takes a little time for Facebook to process it. So the status of this one is ready, and we're going to use this one for setting up our ads. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do when it comes to the custom audiences. Then what I do is just go back over here to my ads manager. I'm going to go ahead and click create an ad, and this is where we want to talk about precise interest and custom audiences. I'm going to explain those. I'm going to select the page Meet Brad Baker. So we have three options. Now we can get more likes, we can promote a certain post on our page. We also have some advanced options such as bidding for clicks, which we're going to talk about later. For now, this is our ad, which we're also going to discuss later. What I want to do now is just scroll over here, and I want to show you the difference between targeting an audience that Facebook recommends and targeting your custom audience. Actually, you're not going to see much of a difference on screen, but I'm going to talk about the difference, and hopefully you're going to understand why the custom audiences are better. First, we need a location. So we're going to go with United States. We're going to leave this at a country level. As you can see, a lot of people are targeted at the moment. As we play with this age, for example, if we target people from 39 to 42 years old, the audience becomes smaller, 12 million people. We can also target by men, which also makes our audience even smaller and pretty much cuts it by half. Then I'm going to come back to this later on in one of the other videos. We're going to go over these things. But for now, let's focus on precise interest. So we can type, for example, internet marketing. Facebook is going to give us some topics over here where dating is relevant to internet marketing. In my opinion, precise interest sucks. So I know it might be hard to hear this, but today the only way to market with Facebook and to really get good clicks is to go with custom audiences. Now, with precise interest, you might be able to reach more people, but Facebook uses a fan page like system to get this precise interest. A lot of people like fan pages without actually being fans because people just ask them to. Sometimes that happens and Facebook actually gets all these fan pages that are related to internet marketing. People who like internet marketing, and then they target them. People who have clicked on the internet marketing fan page who liked it are being targeted. However, the reason why this isn't good is because a lot of people just like things. They don't really like, or they're not really interested in. With custom audiences and with Social Lead Freak, we're only extracting people who are liking posts on a page, commenting on a page, and interacting. That is the audience that we really want to target. Those are the people who are active, who took the time to write something on that page. That tells us that they are the exact audience that we want to target. That's why we want to go after that audience. Now, the point here is to get a very small audience. We don't want to target 1 million people at once because if we do that, we're going to end up paying a lot of money per click. What we want to do is target a very small group of people so that we don't end up paying a lot of money per click. Our goal is to pay anything from 1 cent to maybe 10 cents per click. So if we can manage to do that, then that's really something great. We can get a lot of traffic, although we have offers with lower conversions because we're paying so low per click. We can make a lot of money even though our offers might not convert that high. Now, imagine having a high converting offer and paying something like 5 cents per click. That means you're going to make a lot of money, and the only way to achieve that is to target an audience that is very small. We don't want to target a bunch of people at once because if we do that, Facebook is going to recommend paying a lot more per click. Okay? Let's go ahead and switch to optimize for impressions. Take a look at this. Remember this number. Suggested bids from 11 cents to $3.87. Now, if we go here and we increase us, let's go from 18 to no max, and we allow everybody. If we do that, the suggested bid is going to increase. At the moment, because the groups we had earlier was already big, it didn't really increase that much because we already had a very big group of people. If we were to super target this, like with the custom audience, let's go ahead and do that. Just 1,000 people, but 1,000 people who are active. You can see that the suggested bid dramatically dropped. When we bid for ads, we want to bid with something higher than this number. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to pay this much. Instead, it means that there's fierce competition. Facebook is going to give our ad advantage just because we're ready to pay more. If my bid was 35 cents and I entered that as my bid, I never actually paid that much. I would always pay the lower suggested bid or sometimes even lower than that. That's why this is really powerful because custom audiences target people, the very small group of people, and it allows us to pay just a couple of cents per click. I mean, you saw the difference, right? The suggested bid went up to almost $4 just because our audience was a lot bigger than for a smaller audience. For super targeted audience, which is actually what we want, we don't want to target a bunch of people. We don't know whether they really like internet marketing or not. We want to target those who like specific stuff and who comment on Frank Kern pages. Okay? So that's what we're interested in. As you can see, this bid is great. If we bid this much, I'm pretty sure we can get a lot of clicks and pay a very low amount for every click. Custom audience is going to cost you just a couple of cents per click while targeting. But precise interest can cost you a lot of money, so a hell of a lot more than you would pay for custom audience targeting. That's it for this video. I hope I was able to explain precise interest and why it's kind of the old way of doing things on Facebook. Custom audience is the new, hot way of advertising on Facebook for really cheap click, guys. So that's what we're going to focus on through the rest of this course and through the rest of this module. In the next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about keeping the traffic within Facebook. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.